Hey, so I'm going to be doing a few multiple videos. Also, my battery is at 9%. And so, as promised, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not sure I'll get it published tonight because I do realize it's after 10 right now. I am going to basically, I am basically going to go ahead and make notes and write a response in regards to the videos that you guys did, because I'm like, you know what, I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy, and it's my own fault. Like, that sounds really weird. Basically, I'm like, I know what makes me happy, and I'm not doing those things that make me happy. I'm doing things that's like instant gratification, and it keeps me numb, but it doesn't make me happy. So that's why, like a few days ago, I was like, you know what? Reading makes me happy. Like, I know that's not for everyone, but reading, it does make me happy. And I'm like, I need to start reading. And so I've been binging on reading and I'm really enjoying it. But that's because I enjoy reading. I know it's not for everyone, but that's one thing that I enjoy. I enjoy hanging out with people that I can actually get along with. Um, like, if I realize you're a murderer, just no. Just no. Um, oh, shoot. I need to clip my toenails. They're kind of wacky right now. Okay. There we go. Come on. So yeah, I need to do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that tonight, and I'm gonna make a video about it tonight, and then when I wake up in the morning, I'll go ahead and release it so you see it. Because, like, again, I'm not happy with myself. I'm like, you know what? There are things in which I can do to make myself happy. So one of them is, if I say I'm going to do something, I actually do it. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and make the video tonight at the very least, and you'll see it tomorrow. I did see for Cousin's thing where it basically said like safe, loved, happy, something like that. It was like three things, and basically where like she feels, where the daughter feels seen, and I think that's so precious. Like, I really, really do. Sorry, my hair is like flailing. It's like wee. So it's slightly frizzy. So like earlier, I ended up trying to brush my hair, which it helped, but then like in terms of making it less tangled, but then it started flailing everywhere, and I'm just like, ah, no. So yeah. Um, yeah, but I think that's awesome, and I definitely imagine that whoever you decide, like, from what I can tell, you try. One moment, I'm going to put on my pants while I think about this. I have pants on. It's just that I'm going to see about putting on other more comfortable pants. Now, these sweatpants are wonderful. I just didn't want to wear pajama pants out in public, which are super comfortable, super soft, super warm, perfect for winter, not for summer. But anyways, all right. Um. So yeah, what can I say about it? But yeah, I like, you are like super observant of people, and I find that super admirable. Even like the small things about their facial expressions or body language, or like whenever things feel, my underwear, seem to be a little off. It's like, oh, you're super observant, and I love that about you. Like, I really, really do. Like, I don't think I've met someone who is like that openly observant until you, and you're like very considerate and such, and I'm just like, it's very, very heartwarming. Like, I still remember, um, we were at that restaurant bar, and you could tell I was uncomfortable, and I didn't have to say a thing. And you asked me if I was uncomfortable. I was like, yeah. And you were like, you want to leave? And I was like, yeah. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And then, like, whenever we were about to go, one of your friends asked, hey, you're about to leave? And you're like, yeah, I have homework to do. And it was like, you didn't put me on the spot. And I was just like, oh. And, like, just thinking about you and knowing about you, I'm like, I know that you're still, like, that same sweet, like, considerate guy that I met all those years ago. And I know simply because, like I know you can read facial expressions and body language, and that Susie very easily, and it's so admirable. So anyways, all that to say, and it's admirable and super impressive, and yeah, I'm just like, oh my good, like, wow. So all that to say, like, I have faith that basically you'll pick the one that you feel will be the best in the long run, whether for you, whether for your kids. And now, as you know, I do get stressed, and just to give you a heads up, you know what? I don't want my phone to die. Okay. I'll let it die later, not right now. So I do understand, like, I know there's times in which I'm stressed and I'm worried, and that's because, like, so there are times where I'm stressed and I'm worried and I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I don't get it. Like, or like, I feel like you're focused on something else, or basically that you're guarded. And because of that, I get anxious and I get stressed, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what's going on? But, on the other, so that's the emotional part of me, because I enjoy you being there, basically. But there's the other part of me, the logical part, where I'm like, okay, you know what? He's focused on other stuff. It's okay. Like, it's okay. And sometimes it's hard to, like, marry those two ideas, or, like, have, it's okay. He's stepping back. You can go ahead and step back. Go read books. Like, go do something else, basically. And so, for the simple fact that you go ahead and you're doing that, yeah. So, anyways, like, I get it. You're focused and you're, like, on other stuff. And then I, like, just thinking about, you're anxious, I'm guessing, from what I can tell, and you're scared, because this isn't just like picking out a pizza for dinner one night. That's just one night. If you don't like the pizza, it doesn't matter. You get to pick another pizza, like, the next night. And hopefully, like, if you're like, I didn't like that pizza, let me try a different pizza the next night. Like, you can change that on a whim. But, like, being in a relationship or being married, that's a whole different ball game. That's something that you're not looking at for one night. You're like, is this something that I want for the rest of my life? Is this someone, like, this is a whole person? Is this person going to be the best for me, like, for the rest of my life? Or is this person going to be the best for me and my kids? Like, how are they going to be as a mother? So logically, I understand. Emotionally, I hate I hate being in the middle of it. It's like, I know. So, and it's like, I don't know what to do with myself while you're trying to figure stuff out, and, like, figure out, okay, what is the best choice? What action, which way should I go forward with? So, yeah, overall, like, emotionally, or sorry, take that back. Logically, I get it. I understand. And also the fear of, like, hey, let's say it's 90% you're like, okay, I know 90% it's going to work out. But you're like, what about that other 10%? What if, like, the grass is greener on the other side? Like, is it really going to be, is there better out there for that other 10%? Is there a better 10% that will fit all 100%? So I kind of understand that. I did, so just to give you a heads up, I did read a thing where basically it was like someone was in a relationship with someone and they fit like 90% of what they were looking for, or let's say 80% of what they were looking for. And then they see someone else, they fill that other 20%, and they're like, oh, I want that person with the other 20%. And so they're married for like X amount of time. So they decide to go after the person that fills the 20%. And whenever they go after that person, like they've been with that person, they leave their marriage, they go after that other person, they get into a relationship with a person who's been there for like, that fits the other 20%. And what ends up happening is that they left the person that filled out the 80% for the person that fills out the 20%. And now it's like they're worse off, basically, where it's like you got the 20%, but you lost the 80%. So I thought that was very interesting. And then I've heard others where it's like, just find friends, platonic friends. Like let's say you find someone who fits that 80%, find friends that fill that 20%. Because from what I understand, there'll be days in which, like, this might sound cruel and horrible. There will be days in which you're like, you know what, I really just want to talk about, I really, in my case, I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy hanging around other people. And some people are content to be like, you know what, I want to be around this person 24/7. And in my case, I like to be around some people a lot, but then they're like you, for example, you're like, but there's times where I'm like, you know what, I really enjoy being around other people, just other different kinds of people. And it's because I get a new environment, I get to be around new people, I get to be around the different kind of environment. So and talk about other things or be around other personalities, see other faces, hear other voices. And it's just the excitement of new, I guess. So it's you know what, I kind of want that. I kind of enjoy that. So it's you know what, some days I get it. I can see this realistically happening, and it's good for me to realize that now versus being I don't want to be one of those old married couples who's so angry, bitter, and frustrated, and they don't know what makes them happy. Because they don't know what makes them happy, they're unhappy in their marriage, and they make life miserable for their spouse. I don't want that. I'm you know what, realistically, and this is coming from me, raw honesty, I love your personality, by the way. It's creme de la creme, and I finding anyone else like you is a diamond in the rough. It's super rare, not impossible. There's other men out there who are super caring and super loving and super observant like you, but it's very, very rare. Very rare. I am 99% sure they're already married. So, not 100%, but I'm at least we'll say 90%. We'll give a benefit of a doubt because I haven't met all 3 billion men out there. So, yeah, makes it kind of hard. But, yeah, but I know, as much as I enjoy being around you and, seeing your videos or the times that I've been around you, I know there will be times in which I'm you know what, I just need my alone time. I need to be if you I can be in the same room as someone else and be I'm just going to read my book, complete silence. I've read of couples doing that, and I'm you know what, you do that, you guys are happy, that's great. Like, that works for them. And I can see myself being one of those where I'm like, you know what, I just want to read my book, and like, let's be in the same room together. Or like, I just want to lie here with the person without saying anything. Like, let's do that. But there'll be other times in which I'm like, you know what, I want to go out and I want to like be around other friends. See other people sounds totally wrong. But what I mean is like see other people's faces and talk to other people. And I want to do that. And so, like, realistically, I'm like, you know what? Those are things that I actually enjoy and that I love. Now, that's not everyone. And there's times in which I'm going to be like, you know what? I want to learn something new. So, for example, there's a book called Spelling Improvement. And I'm like, I want to work through that. And it's like, that's me. And so I'm kind of glad that I'm figuring this out now before I get married. So that way it's like, you know what? My spouse won't fulfill all 100% of those things. There'll be times in which I'm like, you know what? I love you. You're great. But I need to go out and be around other people just to like interact. Now, can I do that 100% of the time where I'm like constantly partying or like being around others? No, absolutely not. But like, absolutely not. But can I do around that sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'll go to like, yeah, so I would love to do that. Like, do that kind of stuff. So, yeah, for me, being with a guy who fills up 80 or 90% of what I'm looking for, I would much rather have that and then be like 10% of the time, be like, hey, I'm going out with my friends. I don't know where. It might be to a coffee shop. It might be to a Bible study. It might be like somewhere else. It might be like, you know what? I'm going to go to my room and I'm going to go ahead and make a phone call to my friend and we're just going to chat for a while. And so overall, I realize that and I accept it. And for me, like for you, I hope that when you're ready to like get married, that you also have that same mindset, is that the person that you marry fits a majority of what you want and what you need for yourself and for your kids and for like your daughter and just your kids. Like, for example, I went to the store and I'm attractive. I know I'm attractive. Like just look at me. I'm pretty. So that sounds very vain, but like, I'm pretty. I know I am. How do I know? I walk through like Walmart and like I'll get guys' attention. Not like, hi, what's up, cutie? Like, how are you? No, I walk past and sometimes I see like guys staring. Yeah, and so like, for example, I was looking at some stuff and I noticed this guy. He didn't even glance my way. I mean, he may have noticed me, but from what I could tell, he didn't even glance my way. I was like, oh, he's not interested. All right. And then I noticed him later and he had two small boys with him. And I was like, that is so precious. And I was like, that's going to be you one day with two kids. Not sure about boys. I mean, I can't guarantee boys, but like, that's you with like, I can see you being there with like two small kids. They were probably about like 6, 7, maybe 7, 8 years old. And so I was like, for me, I thought that was precious because he was so focused on his life, on his family, where he's like, you know what? I'm not even interested in a female an attractive female, basically. So like, for example, when I went to the restaurant, what was it, Applebee's, with my parents, the lady was like, oh, well, you have a baby face. So yeah, so she like gets me to be younger than I am. So yeah, I really hope that one day, that's what I would love to see. And then also, again, with your cousin posting that in regards to like what to look for and such, I really hope that, yeah. Um, yeah, I really hope that you find something that you're looking for. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day, a great night, and then video in the morning will be about the other stuff. So, yeah, I'll talk to you later. But, and then one other part that's going to make me happy with myself is keeping my promises. So, hence why I'm like, I'm going to do it. And I've told you like 2-3 days in the past, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do it. So, yeah, keeping my word. Another thing that I'm going to work on. So, yeah, bye. I love you. Have a good night. Sleep well. All that jazz. Let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about. And yeah, I'll respond tomorrow. See ya.